Okay, we should be good. We should be set. Let's do some 3 minutes. While people get in. Oh, that's a dirty check. Grab the freaking queen. Hey, Marine. You're first again. Nice. Hey, Miles. How's it going? Wait, Miles. That guy's at a tournament right now. How's it going? Wait, you probably played your first round. Probably not the second round yet. Knight takes f3. Why, of course it's knight takes f3. That makes so much sense. That's just checkmated one. That's not checkmate. Very scary, actually. Big place. Paulius, how's it going? Having a weird moment. I actually am not sure what the... No way! No way you do that! Oh, that's just... That's like reset run worthy. Green, I mean, you just are on top of it. It's actually... I don't know what your secret is, but it's impressive. You need to stop being first. Is that like a crisis of like, wait a second, first too much. You won last night against a 1500. All right. So I should just take the free rook. Just paired against an 1800 this morning and he didn't show up, so got a 4-foot win playing a 1900. Okay. So solid start. I can't be too upset with that. Thought you won't stream. You're busy teaching. I was teaching. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. this morning. That's why the word tired is there on the Tactics Tuesday. Because yeah, I am very much tired, but it's so unsure the rest of the days when I'm going to be able to stream, so I wanted to make sure to get some stream time in while I could, you know. Crisis averted. I mean, it depends on if you're first next time. I mean, isn't it? Crisis could still be in full force. It actually is impressive. As I've told you before, I don't even think I could be first before you sometimes. Like, you got the magic. Goon, how's it going? Check. It's really the only... Do you know how forfeit wins count for colors? Like I had black this morning. Not sure if I'm going to do white or black. So a forfeit doesn't count. So basically... yeah, it's like you won the first game with the white pieces, and that's it. Yeah, so you should technically be due black. Wait, Goon, are you gonna lock in for a lesson this Sunday? Is it gonna happen? Or are you gonna be too busy doing your whole I'm a businessman thing? Green tea for 2! Yeah, it may be a taco night, actually. That is definitely on the agenda. For today. I mean, I hope so. I could really go for some tacos. Okay. He goes here. That looks like a trap. It's queen. Be there. Okay, perfect. Still chilling like a villain in your buddy's basement? I mean, I guess, if you say it like that. That is truth. Goob, don't throw games. It's just not as fun as not throwing games. So take here because that forces here, and then we actually ignore this pawn and take the bishop. Getting better but misplaced pieces late game. Are you going back, like, so you're throwing, so I assume you have a good position. Are you going back and actually, like, playing through it? There's a lot of people, when they throw a lot, they don't actually work on it. They just hit game review. Game review's like, you're dumb. Or sorry, Stockfish is like, you're dumb. And then, like, that's it. But that's actually, like, valuable to work on. That you go back to those games and you play through it a bit instead of just, okay, that's the move I should have played. Presents. Okay, Goonvost. Vost. You could switch it for a little bit. Goon and Goob is quite confusing. Don't know if your brain can handle it. Yeah, sometimes similar names, they trip people up. Is there a different way to say it? I mean, there's so many different ways to say it. It's not like I've been chilling here all day and all night and like I'm here, I stream, you know. What do you want from me? Okay, wait, it may not be as simple as I want it to be. Here, take here, then we hold it with Queen G1. Oh no, I guess we have Rook check. We're forcing the trade of the Rook. Today you learned, maybe dumb thing, you didn't realize. You got like way better. You used to take a pawn against Lilo Rook odds. Now when it like plays C4 after I play 5, I just play Stockfish recommendation D3 because taking, which is, wait, what? Because taking, he just developed the bishop and I would waste a move. Okay, so I'll play C4. After E5. But C4 and E. How do you take the pawn? Is there a different piece that we haven't established yet in this situation, Paulius? Sora, how you doing, by the way? Feeling really good about this move. Queen B7, probably. I mean, that just looks so good. The knight's hanging. It doesn't make sense to leave it there. And there doesn't seem to be any tactics with this, so it's just like a weird. It just gives me kind of weird puzzle vibes. Okay, so maybe we actually need to think through. Check and check. Maybe it's not that simple. I guess he if we take here. No, but we're winning the rook fully. Does he have repetition? I didn't think he did. Maybe it's hard to explain. I mean, I'm a little confused. You pin to win, and could have thought about it. The problem with Queen B2 earlier, just for the record, was this check is annoying. Maybe White doesn't lose there, but more than I want to think about. Yeah, we're actually, I think this is a 1600 rated puzzle. And it's one of those that, because I want to calculate it, it's of course more complicated than the rating. Because most people, they just threaten the queen, they take the bishop, they throw the checks. But, yeah, I mean, like, if we treat this seriously, you should understand that queen takes d3, king f2, and black does run out of checks. Right, like check, let's say goes here, we have f6. You know, he tries to defend it, but he's forced away. Check. Yeah, like king f2 for sure, we're escaping the checks. Knight covers the squares, and Just one of those puzzles. Like if you follow it all the way through, it's more complicated than the rating. Getting good result against Leela Rook odds. It just keeps tricking me. If you only played it twice, you're holding a lot. Okay, okay. Hey, Wen, how you doing? I just jumped. I just jumped to answering the 2200 puzzle question. Okay, we win the rook. It's pretty simple. Spent a little bit of time on that last puzzle, but it's not. You no longer have your meds, and now you're 200, 300 elo lower because of it. Oh, Sora, that sucks. You gotta... I mean, you're probably already working on getting these meds, so... How do you even get that one wrong? Queen takes e6? Infinite Potato, you were first. I totally believe it. You play Leela Rook odds versus Stockfish, and no... Leela Rook odds started -6 and got to -3, but Stockfish was running like 25 depth. Oh, no joke. Leela Rook odds started -6. Might have drawn if I didn't make Stockfish higher depth. Interesting. At 25 depth, really? Could have made a run to 2400 this year, but you're about to go back to 2000. Just feel like a washed old man who still likes to play chess. What's wrong with being a washed old man? Say that like it's a bad thing. What is going on here? Check? It's gonna be dumb. It's probably gonna be check bishop e6. If he goes here, what are we actually doing? Some old men don't even wash. Don't be that old man. Sure, don't be that old man. I mean, it has to be this. Like, there's no other move that's even in the realm of being reason. Yeah, that's what. The king b5 actually is very complicated. I don't think it's so. I mean, maybe you're just up a pawn, so it's no big deal. But with the threats and the discovery potential, I don't think that's so simple. Here, I'm guessing the... Wait, why can't we go here? I think it's king h1. Very sure. I guess rook f7, actually, if king f2 saves the piece. Okay, wait, that's not actually a trick. Because knight d4 at the end. Okay, so what happens there after king b5? Completely winning a4, so not c4. Oh, he's just absolutely destroyed by knight d3. Rook c6 is a very nice check. And that's a very nice checkmate. Right here, knight c5. Okay, okay. a4 would be a tough move. I mean, it makes sense, but you have to decide between a4 and c4, and I think a lot of it comes down to rook c6 is why you don't want to play c4, so the king doesn't get sheltered. Not a bad thing, it's just enraging when you know you can play better. Only rely on meds to even play at the level I want. That does sound really annoying. Okay, this is not as simple as I maybe made it out to be. This one is. This one's just checkmate. Yeah. This one also just checkmate. Don't get tempted by queen e6. This also just checkmate? Somewhere here? Yeah, bishop f3. If he goes here, check checkmate. If he goes here, check checkmate. Okay. This is hanging, so just free stuff. Okay. Yeah, definitely just sacrifice. Wow, it's like I actually felt like I needed to spend time on a 1600 and 1700 rated puzzle. But now it's like we're just checkmating everybody. So this line, it played Lila Regards, and taking was a huge waste of tempo. I didn't realize F4, D5, knight 3, F6, F3. Wait, what? Harry Osborne, thank you for the follow. F4, D5. F6? None of your business. How's it going? F4, D5, knight F3, F6, E3. Okay, knight C5 is illegal. I'm so confused. Maybe knight C6 is the typo there. Knight C6, C4, and you don't take. Harry, long time no stream. Or am I the one who hasn't been catching your streams? Yeah, we've been streaming. It is if you knew us back during the previous channel times, that could be the confusion. Because we left that channel about 1.5 years ago. So we've still been streaming quite a bit, me and Tony, but not with that other one. Yeah, the Voldemort channel, exactly. Imagine your GM stream, but in order to unlock your full potential, you need to pay for a microtransaction. I would, yeah, that's fine. I pay the microtransaction. I'm only slightly ashamed. Hard stuck strong FM to weak IM level is an F. No, I would just learn, man. I would just get good. No, just kidding. That is frustrating. That is. Yeah, we got the Voldemort emotes. Yeah, that's what we call the guy still with that other channel. We call him Voldemort because he's he who shall not be named. Okay. Ooh. Don't. Is it gonna? Okay, it didn't fully switch moves between pawn and king. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Oh, dumb. Just being dumb. I was gonna say this is actually interesting. No, we just pin the queen and then fork the queen. All right, Goon. Good luck. Good luck with the work. Have fun conquering the remodeling world. Model the heck out of this world, I guess. That's a sentence. This is a check. This is a piece capture. Now here's a little bit trickier. I was thinking bishop d7 because queen takes f8, rook e8's a huge problem. Decode! How's it going? It's just too good, but I think winning is not that hard if you don't fall for tricks. I mean, that's how life seems to go sometimes. You know? Doing pretty well. Pretty well. It's been a bit of a long day already, but you know. Sora, well, I hope it works out sooner rather than later. Back to the runway. Wait. Dos, I thought that was actually like you for a second. And not a reference to what I was saying. Yeah, bishop d7. It's just too good. Do you think chess is at all useful for your daily life? Did I watch the EWC? So I actually didn't watch much of the Esports World Cup because I was teaching at a camp this morning. Yeah. So I pulled it up at first, but then I kind of forgot about it. Just caught up in the other things. Is it really queen c3? But do I think chess is useful for the daily life? That's a tough call. I mean, I think it teaches some good things. I think there's some benefit. Critical thinking, patience, dealing with absolute frustration. I think there's some positives, but I don't know. Like, to a certain point, I think it has some negative. Like, it can have some negatives on your life too. So, I think that's where like my hesitation comes from. Like, I could see some positives, but I also could see some negatives. Like, yeah, it's a discussion. Yeah, I mean that's just nothing. We're not afraid. Rook h2, simple defense. Soup, how's it going? This feels weird. I guess it's h6, king g6, check, take, push. Or sorry, that's not pushing. Take, and the pawn looks scary, but is fine. Because rook e6, we have some promoting ideas. What are the negatives besides time? Time's the biggest one. I mean, it can be very obsessive, for sure. So, I think it's, always making sure it's a balance. It's also part of the benefit, as far as like the critical thinking and kind of working through things yourself, can also be some of the negative. Like, it teaches you to be a lot more inward and, maybe not the most social. And I mean, if you get too involved, like it can just ruin your day. I mean, if you've never had just a chess game ruin your day, then you haven't done enough chess. Like, that's just part of it. It's hard when you spend so much time to not get so emotionally invested that, like, it's gonna take its toll emotionally. Oh, push, rook g7, take. If he takes here, then we skewer. If he takes here, we queen. Yeah, because we have to do something about that b7 pawn. Pushing our pawn's kind of the way to do it. I'm thinking it's bishop g7. Saying how an engine adopts 2500 lead chess on 1510. Best they can get is a draw. Only because engines agree, not because they got it. I mean, I don't think it's that insane. Engines are crazy. Critical thinking, patience, only useful thing about chess, but that's only if you're doing the stuff that actually requires patience instead of just playing blitz and bullet. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest benefits to chess, or chess can be, but I think this can apply to anything, just like hobby-wise, is giving yourself a distraction from life. Like, I'm a huge believer of that, of the balance. Now, chess is so much a part of my life that I find my kind of balancing to be not chess. it's kind of the opposite, but definitely some just being able to distract and have something. Of course, that means it needs to, there needs to be a balance even in that regard, just like anything. But I mean, I think the biggest benefit for me in chess has actually just been community right now. Like, I really, being out in Charlotte especially, like, I just feel the community, and it's just a wonderful place, wonderful thing to have. Wait, what? This is just mate in 3. Am I blind? I really do think it can help people to learn to focus and to think more deeply. It also can get you to learn about mortality. Ooh, about mortality. Yeah, please elaborate. You have my interest. Balance, what's that? I play chess while I do my laundry and in Barnes and Noble. Yeah, I guess my point is, I think chess has benefited my life. I think there are some benefits outside of chess. But would I blankly state that I think everybody should do as much chess and be involved in chess as much as I have been? No. I don't think so. You just trying to think if I'm about to say anything inappropriate by pronouncing your name. Sometimes that happens. Grr, how's it going? Howdy. We're just gonna skip all the difficult things and yeah, go right for that. Trapping queen does feel like, oh duh, it's rook h7, h6, rook h7. I keep thinking about rook g8, but we need to keep this pawn protected, and if he goes back, then g5. Kept missing rook h7. One of those moves, because it doesn't exist in the original position. It's forgettable. Rook g5, king h6, h4. Threatening rook f6 and knight f5. Seems pretty straightforward. Yeah. You can block one checkmate, but you can't block the other one. This is an interesting puzzle. Maybe knight takes c3 feels like an option. Ali, thank you for the follow. Have I beaten Leela Rickard's Polyus? You ask me every stream, and I tell you every stream, I haven't played it. To be fair though, being addicted to anything has negative effects on other aspects in life. Yeah, so that's where I guess my overall feeling about chess is that it can be beneficial. Like I think it has that potential. It can be negative, and just like anything in life, like you kind of have to decide what chess looks like for you. I mean, if you just play it casually and Massive Care, thank you for the follow. Like you play it casually and completely lost my train of thought. And it just allows you to be a part of a cool community, and you hang out with people and you have a good time. Like that to me is positive. Sora, you suck. None of your business. I like the dancing sharks for the follows. Yeah, this is survival. Yeah. Knight takes c3 is what I'm leaning towards. I mean, just trying to win a pawn because, like, queen takes. Okay, the rook's being attacked, so bishop d2, rook e1. That leaves bishop e2, but then we have queen takes f3. Ali, good luck with the title Tuesday. Thank you. I mean, sorry, Tactics Tuesday. I don't do title Tuesday. How many have I gotten wrong? So far 0, but we're still pretty early, 52. Is there a world where we play rook e8 and that makes sense? I guess knight takes e3 actually is more inconvenient than I realized, because I was thinking we just win a pawn after queen d3, but then rook e8. And if he blocks with the bishop, we again are picking up this knight. He can't block with this bishop because the knight hits it, so rook takes e2 is a problem. And otherwise he's playing like king d2. Okay, so rook e8, let's say just bishop e3. This is move. Let's get rid of the other arrows. Bishop e3, then we take. And now he can take, and king e2. That doesn't seem true. b6 looks like a problem. Okay, so rook e8. We just need to refute rook e8, and I think we can play knight takes e3. It's really hard to play chess casually and not really get into it. Yeah, well, and you can get into chess more seriously. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting into it more seriously. Um, it's just, again, like, you have to understand what chess is going to be for you. For me, I'm happy with the time that I spent because, oh, 92 makes a lot of sense, Miles. Yeah, and the rook's still protected. Okay, I'm sold. Um, but like the benefit for me is I enjoy playing and I've gotten to play a lot of cool people and I have this kind of fascination with it that just has kept me engaged and I get to teach and stream and it's just like it's opened up the doors in a very positive manner. So obviously like I believe in that and I believe chess can be that. This is Queen D1, I'm pretty sure. Queen D1 here, Queen F3, nailed that arrow. And here, Queen H1, and if King F2, Rook H2. Yeah. Yeah, Queen F3 key move. Don't get tempted by Rook H1. To develop Bishop, normally Ollie, that was good, but Knight takes C3 is just too nice. You started chess when you were a kid. Yeah, I started playing when I was 3 years old. What's my favorite chess memory? I would say one of the most positive moments, at least off the top of my head, was, yeah, isn't this just boom, boom, here? This feels too easy though. That's my, the queen can't like magically defend. Oh, wait, but it's, wait, no. Oh shoot. Okay, I jumped the gun. Wait, no, it's just rook takes f6. No. We'll get there. Okay, I don't feel too bad about this one because knight c6 was like the only threatening move. So queen g6, queen c7 though. So I feel like it should be this. Oh, so when I won the World Youth, and there's a specific reason. I mean, obviously winning like the under 14 World Championship is I worked really hard and of course like I'm really like happy with that. But the thing that made it like even more special was a bit of the shock value. Because when I had won, I didn't actually realize it. I didn't realize that the tiebreak was head-to-head results. And so I won my final game, and the player that I had beaten in the final round was actually a point ahead of me. So I beat him, and I'm just like super happy that I'm like, okay, I guaranteed second place. And then it was my mom actually found me, and she's like, you just won, like you just won the world championship. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like you don't know about tie breaks? And she's like, no, like first tie break is head to head. So because you beat him, you're the world champion. And that like that moment, just like almost because of the surprise, because of the excitement, is very positive. Winning the U.S. Junior Championship again, very very positive. But I think that World Youth moment is just always going to be one of my favorites. Okay, so what are we doing? Rook takes f6, queen c7. Looks really good for white. I mean, take and then check. Rook e6 also. Yeah, I can't lie. That also looks very positive. Oh, Joe, thanks for sure. Yeah, just sure telling me. Yeah, it's. I mean, making Grandmaster would be up there, but the saddest part of that is when I made Grandmaster. I've told this story on stream before. I actually had no idea, and I didn't find out. Like it wasn't like I found out and I'm so excited. It was I hit 2499.5 on my rating, and I was kind of in this limbo for just a few days. So yeah, it was a bit weird. Ben Johnson interviewed Sam Khan last year, and they had a good conversation about chess and life lessons. Okay, that would be pretty sweet, actually. I like Ben Johnson. He does a great job. Mm. Yep. Just to confirm, I was feeling pretty good about rook takes f8 after queen c7, but rook takes e6 is best, so both do win. Oh, because rook e7, you don't play knight e7. Actually, rook e7. Rudebeck has in an interview where he said when he retires from chess, he won't be doing anything chess related, not even for fun blitz or so. I feel like that makes no sense. It makes some sense to me. Okay, and maybe I'm putting words in his mouth, so I could be wrong in this. But, like, I sort of imagine that the idea is, if he's playing, he's competing, and vice versa. If he's competing, like he's involved, he's playing, he's working on it. And as soon as he hits the point where he doesn't want to compete, like that means he's lost it. He's lost it for chess. He's lost his desire to play. Yeah, queen d8 has some sense on the pawn, but oh, we're up a piece. Oh, that's weird. This makes this position feel very different. I know, I was thinking after king f, like here, king f7, even just knight f3 looks like good luck taking. Throw in a little check, maybe castle. Looks very good for white. I guess the annoying part, well, no, I wouldn't say knight c6 is that serious of a consideration, because if we are saying king f7 after queen d8, then knight f3 definitely feels like a better move to me. Maybe it's not that simple. It does feel better, but it really isn't that simple. When you've been doing chess your whole life, a detox makes sense. That interview is where you first heard about mortality in chess. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I also think when you devote so much time. Oh wait, Subham. I assume you're playing Title Tuesday, so let me answer this. No, I'm playing Tactics Tuesday. But I assume you're playing. So if you are, best of luck in Title Tuesday. What was I gonna say? I love chess. And I don't know if this is the case for other GMs, but it's definitely not as difficult for me to just like not play chess a day, 2 days than I feel like makes sense. And it's not that I don't love it enough that I could play it every day. It's partially just that I don't know, you spend so much time on it, and at least for me, I think for like sanity reasons, I had to be able to disconnect from it on occasion. That when I actually hit those moments of like, okay, it's time to disconnect, like I've almost trained myself over years to be able to do so. Subham and Parham the same. Parham is not Subham. Blazing Heart, you almost didn't play for one day and kind of freaked out. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely different. They're definitely different chess players. Like Danya, I mean, that guy, it's like he goes an hour without chess and it seems like he's playing. I mean, that's not true. Like, I actually have seen him go time without it, but I think it's too early for that. Yeah, Miles, very feels very good. But yeah, I don't know. I think I am one of those that I had to have times that I could disconnect from chess, so it's not as difficult to do. Even though it is something I greatly love and appreciate. But there are other moves to think about. Okay, maybe we need to tune in. Speaking of Title Tuesday, maybe we need to do a quick tune in because I can just tell I'm going in circles on that puzzle and need like just a second to breathe. Okay, who do we got? Bordnik, Bogdan, Parham, Blue Ball. Wow, Fabi's playing. Okay. Esports World Cup wasn't enough for him. He's in here. No Title Tuesday. No. I talk about this pretty much every week, but I have not been playing. It's I don't find it particularly fun nowadays, with especially the requirements they put on streaming. Holy, yeah, speaking of, what the fudge happened here? Bobby getting hit with some nasty, some nasty prep. Oof. Good heavens, 3 brilliancies in an opening prep line. Although, it's a little weird. It's a little weird that he's pausing on some of these moves. Maybe it's just been so long since he's seen it. Would you put Danya's chance of winning the US Open over 50%? Yeah, I honestly, I mean, at least last time I saw it, he was the highest rated player. I have so much respect for Danya that, like, I think he's gonna win it. Is knight g5 theory? I mean, I think so. Like, it's at least the top move here, which is just... I mean, it has my attention. I kind of want to pick up this, although... No, knight c6 is a surprise. Wow, okay. Wait, Fabi hit him with a brilliancy? D takes e4. Hey, 3 brilliancies out of the opening just to get absolutely freaking wrecked. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. What if someone just cheat and say it's theory for like 12 moves? Some people do that. I actually have had some suspicions. I remember playing someone actually in Title Tuesday, and it was one of the rare times I played the Queen's Gambit. Mostly I play like BS stuff in the opening. But yeah, this guy just played like an absolute phenomenal game in the Grunfeld 2500, and I don't know, it gave me a weird feeling. You're not the only GM I've heard that say that. GM Banus has also expressed Title Tuesday is kind of stressful. Yeah, I mean it's already kind of an intense tournament, and you inevitably sit there watching people play Rook versus Rook. I mean, it's still fun to follow. It's still fun to watch. But yeah, the delay, especially because in the delay, like I'm streaming. I usually am streaming before and after Title Tuesday, so it just really kills that time. Or I have to reset the stream, which I was doing for a while. Like it's just a pain. It's just a pain. Still a cool event. I just think a lot of people still really enjoy it, but yeah, I mean, there are other things that I have. Speaking of Danya, I was definitely very frustrated with chess.com kicking him out of Title Tuesday, but that's a adult thing. Yeah, back on tactics, it might be that time. Any other crazy? That one was just so wild to see. I mean, Fabi like potentially getting destroyed, and then it's like the complete turnaround. Yeah, everyone seems to be winning. We could go back. Yeah, Danya got kicked out. He wasn't doing that well in Title Tuesday, and he just like didn't turn emote only mode on for one of the games. I think he just forgot, and yeah, they kicked him. Which, for the record, I know he doesn't want to make the biggest deal about it. But yeah, it's definitely just, I don't know. Like when someone's obviously not cheating, and I mean, I know it's a rule, but it's not like, at least from what I understand, it wasn't like he was intentionally trying to do, like it was just an accident. Kind of weird to me. The reverse is thing is yeah, he got kicked out a few weeks ago. They kicked him out mid-event. Yeah, these GMs are very resilient. Feels like a great opening prep, only forget the one crucial line that you need. That's why openings are not as important. Okay, so I had one hang up. So Queen D8, King F7, Knight F3. My one hang up was actually Queen C3. But maybe that's just me being wild. Maybe it shouldn't be a hang up. Queen D2, Queen A1 castle. We still get it in. Okay. And the other move is Knight takes C6. Wrong with Rook B1. Rook B1, Queen E4. Say hello to Forkovich. Destination. Your face. Chess.com ruined puzzles. So it's weird. I wish they would say something about the puzzles. It seems like it was intentional that they lowered the difficulty, but they added the, this ability to increase it, but it's not quite working. And I'm just confused as if this is like a very intentional thing from chess.com, and we're just supposed to see it as different now, and the puzzle ratings is different now, or it's just been fully broken for a few weeks. Yeah, oh yeah, Danya. I mean, he's really into chess. Oh, there is a message on X. Okay, apparently I missed it. I do see most of these things, so. No, I feel like I gotta find this. Chess.com. Right now at like 47, just simple main 3. Yeah, and don't notice any difference in normal versus hard versus very hard. Would make 0 sense. Yeah. Oh, dang. How far back was this statement? It's on the chess.com support account. Okay. Maybe that's why I missed it. Chess.com support. Yeah, I'm not following them. Ah, okay. It's the latest post. Okay, wait, we can pull this up on stream. Smurfit, how's it going? Somehow get a better score in 3 minute or 5 minute than survival. Sometimes you don't know how. That is just crazy. Let's see. Signing in. Maybe. Take me me back. Take me back. Okay, here we go. We got the posts. Let's see. Many of you have noticed ongoing changes to our puzzles, including sometimes receiving easier puzzles or larger rating adjustments. We are currently in the process of releasing a significant overhaul of our puzzle difficulty system and puzzle ratings. Current puzzle algorithm generously awards minimum number of points for every solved puzzle. A solution that feels rewarding but creates inflation in the rating pool. As we roll out this new system and ratings, you may temporarily see some inconsistencies in puzzle difficulty or puzzle stats and rating changes. Regarding puzzle difficulty, you can already go to the chess.com settings, gameplay, and change the puzzle difficulty, choosing from 3 increasing difficulty levels. You now have control over whether you want to hone your solving speed and pattern recognition with less testing puzzles or train your calculation and deeper thinking with more challenging puzzles. Regarding puzzle ratings, in the coming weeks, we will replace all current puzzle ratings with new, more accurate puzzle ratings and publish a broader announcement explaining the changes and their impact. I think these changes will be a significant improvement, giving you more meaningful rating that correlates more closely with Blitz and Rapid ratings. This will be better. Pumping experience. This was... Oh, wow. This was yesterday. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is fresh. This is fresh to death. Well, hopefully. That's interesting. Yeah, I think it's Queen D8. Why even calculate? Like, why do we even think about King F7? Like, we're it's 56. We know it's not gonna happen. Like, how bad is this? It's really bad. Okay, so King F7 makes me feel like no, it is just Knight F3. Like, it really, the difference between Knight C6, it really is that significant. Here you can even play Knight D2 or King D1. Ugh, gross. Yeah, King F7. It really is just that good. Why are we doubting? This one's sneaky. This one's just checkmate. Like, it's King E4. You cannot, like, you could pre-move F5. Bishop takes G5, still F5. Yeah, that one's not too bad. Really just want to sacrifice something, but Bishop takes A3. We're down a rook. Do we care? Not too much. Oh, but this is checkmate. Oh. Knight F3 can't go here. It's checkmate. And if he takes Rook E8, Bishop E3, Bishop B4, King D1, Bishop E2. Yeah, that's checkmate. That's a nasty one. Wait, I'm gonna take a picture of this one. I like this puzzle. Smurf it, just don't blink. Yeah, that's a really nice checkmate. Oh yeah, Queen D8 was right. The puzzle just said Queen D8, and then instead of King F7, which is what we were calculating, Black just took the queen and got forked, and then he's just down a piece. It's just kind of sad and lame. What? So we already materially have a winning advantage. Tank? It is TT. It's Tactics Tuesday. The simple response I've started saying for why not Title Tuesdays, with the different requirements they have, particularly for streamers, I just don't enjoy it. And I play it for the fun. I mean, I've never won money, so the delay, the emote only, the future of Proctor. It's kind of not fun. So I'm a little bit conflicted. Maybe I shouldn't be. I was thinking knight d4, but now I realize this is a threat. Okay, so we can't just buckle down and say I have 3 pawns, like you should resign. Rook f8's an actual problem. So taking makes sense. Yeah, I've overall heard like very sad things about Proctor. Which I mean, there's some security concerns, but it's also just like very glitchy. So much so that chess.com pushed out the rollout. And I don't know. I mean, it's already not fun, but I also don't want to like play Entitled Tuesday and then if they ask me to use Proctor, be like, okay, I'm done, because then that looks bad. So I just jump the gun and say, well, it's not fun. I'm just not. I'm just not gonna deal with it. Maybe if they iron out some of the kinks and stuff, I go back, but. Yeah, I do like tactics. It's actually been really good for me. I feel like the actual concentrated effort every week of solving puzzles has helped my chess a lot. Yeah, 2 cameras, laggy server, which for the record, and I've said this before, I mean, chess.com's putting up the money, perfectly understandable if that's the requirements they want to have. It's just, again, I play in it for the fun. So those things might lead to like a more serious event, but do they lead to a more fun event? Not really. Not for me personally. Someone did say that, Smurfette, but not the one you're thinking about. The kinds you're thinking about. You played an arena yesterday and you enjoyed it. The audacity. He likes his clothes ironed and smooth. I hate ironing. Ironing is the worst. I hate it so much. I know it's so simple, but it feels so tedious. Ooh, Miles, I don't think you told me. I did hear from Tony that you did play Bortnik. But that's super cool, man. You did lose 1 game, and it was on Lee Chess. And you feel ashamed. You should be. After all your talk of telling people to quit chess. And now you played chess and enjoyed it? How dare you, Smurfit? I'm actually really confused as to what the puzzle is. Because now it's Rook G8, right? We needed to calculate that we know we had a move. There's no trick. We can't defend with Queen G8. We can't go. It's gotta be. Okay, now the actual puzzle, I guess, starts. What's the threat? Is it Rook D6? I think this is the threat. So it makes sense just to play Rook D8. Quitting as it wins. Does quitting at quitting make you more of a quitter or less of a quitter? If you quit quitting. Knight B5. But then are we not worried about Rook F6 too? Because Rook F6 could also be an idea. So it's Knight B5, Rook F6 take. But that's best case repetition for black, I think. So that's why I was thinking Rook D8, because Rook D8, with this Rook gone, our king can actually run. So Rook F6 becomes less of a concern. Take, Rook F6, we just take. He takes, I don't know, like King D7. From what I've seen, Steve, so far, the puzzle difficulty hasn't seemed to mess with Puzzle Rush Survival. I mean, it still seems like pretty normal. You have the occasional kind of funky puzzle, of course. Yeah, rook hates the trick. Weird. This puzzle felt weird. Felt a bit weird. Knight takes c3. Yeah, I mean it's just kind of straightforward, I guess. Okay. Bishop h6 seems the same for me too. Yeah, which I don't fully understand. If I were to guess, I would say that the puzzle bank for survival, 5 minute, 3 minute, and rated is actually different. So while they may cross over, radio, I'm doing well. Wait, sparked. Sparked or spanked? Wait, what happened? I can spell. Whoa. Candidate master. What happened here? Okay, normal day at the office. Grinding him down. Oh, and he just miscalculated with b4? Or what? Was the solution? Smurf it! Why are you here? You don't get to know the answer. Fell asleep while watching. Yeah, this is weird. It feels like just a strange somewhere Danya spaced out because he spent 30 seconds here. And it's a pretty straightforward line. Like there's not, I mean, it's just bad for him. Kind of weird. But I mean, it happens. We see 1900. I actually really dislike that they've been doing this. This switch where they're using people's actual over-the-board ratings for Title Tuesday to show. Because now it just looks like Danya, 2700 Danya just lost to a 1900. London alert. Someone's about to get cooked. About to get cooked. Whoa, queen b5. Maybe not. Wait a second. About to eat my words. Okay. We're solving this puzzle. Title Tuesday. Is it an idea? What's the idea? What's up? I assume we could just take and take. But their events page is terrible compared to seeing on chess.com play. Yeah, I'd much rather watch it there. Premium's not so bad, but without it's so laggy. Okay. There's one where it was a queen sack and he sacked the queen, and that's all I remember. I said yes, I didn't. Don't like how they use people's actual names. That I'm okay with. They used to show you as like some 60-year-old 1600. Steven, sounds about right. I mean, how do we know you're not? Outside of the fact that I've actually played you a game of OTB. Small detail. Okay, it has to be take, right? Like nothing else makes sense. Oh, that's sneaky. Okay, so he's saying if you take here, he takes take, and then you're getting checkmated. But what he fails to realize is I could take here, you take here, and then I just take the bishop, and I'm completely winning. Makes sense. Okay. Oh, it was very straightforward. It was almost too straightforward. Is this the same? Are we just getting like very like take this and don't die puzzles? Like what is this? I guess we're down a piece, so no. Taking here doesn't make sense. Because we win the piece back, like that's just not enough. So it has to be taking the queen. But I don't see... Yeah, radio. I agree. I don't fully understand why with the online site. I mean, when it's titled players and you have people verify their names, I understand why you want that connection. But, okay. We can do this. We can find the trick. So take... So it has to be... What is... King d8 has knight c6. Yeah, and then it's like take, and we can't stop this. But who plays king d8 there? Is that really why? Is it because people blunder with this? Or this? I'm confused. Why is this 61? How do you even not... I don't get it. I'm kind of at a loss for words on that puzzle. We have 61 clean so far, so you know, pretty all right. Fabi did lose. I can't remember if he lost in the final or not. But those that made it through were Magnus, Arjun, Faruja, and Aronian. Those were the four that won their groups. Moons, how's it going? 61. It's all right so far. All right. Just wait until people can get Blitz and Bullet titles. That... I've gone back and forth on that. But it wouldn't... I don't think I would want, like, full... Like the structured titles. But if it was just, like, there was a title... Like, you are a Blitz Master, you're a Bullet Master. Like, I don't think I would completely hate that. So, Radio, from what I heard, Hikaru's not completely out. I don't understand the format. But Tony said he's not completely out. Like, he didn't win the finals, but I think everyone that lost gets another chance or something in the losers bracket. Moons, I'm doing pretty well. It's been a bit of a long day. I woke up at 6:30 because I knew I was gonna hit traffic, so I could get ready and go teach at camp this morning. But it's been really good. It's like double elimination, like winners, losers bracket. Okay, so it is just straight up losers bracket. They can make it back. There's a game in the US morning that started at 10 a.m. this morning. 7-hour mark. Well, that's because they did a silly time control. Freaking heck, man. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. Bishop h7, king f7, queen g7, rook b7, king f8, bishop f5. I mean, that does look pretty good. Bishop takes h7 as the first move definitely makes the most sense. It's kind of forcing, actually. 6-hour mark still, though. Yeah. No, Miles. I mean, the time control is just... I don't know why they just gave the 10 extra minutes. I feel like after some chess.com bullet chess championship a year or two ago, everyone... Yeah, I mean, the losers bracket, I don't hate it. I don't think it's a perfect system. I know Naka didn't like the way Freestyle did it, but I actually wasn't upset about that. Like, you have a losers bracket for third place, but the winner, like, unless you win everything, you can't get back to first place. I didn't hate it. Wait. There's one. Oh. Okay, no, I get it. So there's one extra line here, take, check, rook f7, but there rook g1, and if you go back, you get checkmated. Wait, Blazing Heart, what line are you suggesting? Yeah, I mean, no, bishop f5 is a really nice idea. That's kind of the key. The rest feels very straightforward. I mean, you take with check. Doesn't seem like there's much else to consider. Because, I mean, this doesn't really threaten anything. So black isn't like checkmating you. Oh, actually, maybe. It is pretty scary. But you're also not checkmating. So just one more time. Take, check, goes back, bishop f5. Wait a second, but no. It's bishop e4. It should be bishop e4. Because bishop f5, bishop takes e5 saves the day. But bishop e4, you just win material. No, wait, rook f7? Oh, we have rook h7 back. Okay. Ooh, so that's a lot of arrows. Okay, yeah. Okay. Bishop e4. Yeah, check, and then... Ooh, okay, it was a long line, but it is there. It is there. I didn't see they can intervene with the bishop check if we don't check now. Yeah. Forfeit win because the opponent was afraid. The opponent must have slept in, man. I'm trying to think if I've ever... I think the closest I've ever gotten to forfeiting a win or forfeiting a game was simply because getting stuck in traffic, and it was like really, really surprising and nasty. Like... Yeah. Yeah, the B7 ideas. Nice. You had your first forfeit win round 1 of Nationals in December. Well, that makes sense. Round 1 forfeits are logical. Why am I sporting does this count as a staff cap? I don't know. Tony had it. And I was teaching at a camp this morning, so I actually wasn't wearing a hat, and I felt weird streaming without a hat on. Like, it's just so ingrained in me at this point. Queen E4 does look very good here. I spelled my name on the score sheet and didn't get any reading points. I misspelled opponent's name and they didn't lose either. What? That's not real. That's not how games work. Wasn't I there at Nationals in December? Like Super Nationals? Yeah. Okay, I have a... Just the end after Queen E4? I guess there's... Checking. Checking is going to be the main annoyance, and then we run. Because here's repetition. Queen B5. So Queen E4, check. King D7. Check. C6. Queen B7. King E6. Good. Oh, yeah. Steve, yeah. You're talking last this... Yeah, I was there. Oh, duh, you're right. Queen's covering C6. There is no draw. This is why it's tired. Tactics Tuesday. This is why tiredness is real. Yeah, I mean, it seems so straightforward. Does give me a slightly weird feeling, though. I think mostly because I don't know what white is gonna play. Be or not to be? That is the question. TTT. So how do we actually not win after King D7? That's why I paused here. Oh, he throws it. Ah. He throws in the check, that protects here, and then he castles queenside. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, let's do, speaking of, let's do a quick Toggle Tuesday check-in. They're about to hit the break after this round 4. Bobby has won all of his games. Bortnick's won all of his. Maybe not insane results so far. Bogdan on his way to win. Senna in a very... It's actually, before we go back, very interesting endgame. Says it's completely a draw. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so b6, definitely the better way to draw, because b6 take like a5, or even b6 now a5. You completely trap this rook. Wow, I don't know who's playing for a win. Feels like Mitra is going for it. Respect to him. King f2, brutal move to play. But knight e2 was the crushing blow. Maybe even knight b5 to try and cut the rook off. Gate 6. Hey, run. Run! It's messy now. Hold on. He may have pushed too far. Send in the player that had the much talked about Title Tuesday 2 or 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago was a different player. 2 weeks ago was an IM. I don't know if he also had one. 2 or 3. I mean, I don't know much about Senna. He kind of came, like, he's a newer player, at least to the chess.com scene, and, you know, he's been very good. So I haven't been sure what to... Oh, he's turning it around. Wait a second. Oh, King G4 only move. I mean, it makes sense, but F2 only move. Wait, King F3 was the only move. And he missed it. King F3, because you have to threaten the mate immediately to prevent Rook A8. Oh. Yeah, now Rook A3 saves it. Not easy, though. This is tricky. And he just completely blundered. What? I mean, okay. Easier to say when you have the computer eval, but... I mean, this hard to find, right? This is tricky to find. But I would have definitely expected King E2. Now, maybe he still blunders, you know, somewhere after King E2, but... yeah, I mean, you're trying to stop Knight E3. Just a bad space-out move, and he goes down. And he goes down. Wow. All right. Okay, what do we have? We're actually doing very well. I started a bit later. My goal has kind of been to score another, or get another puzzle correct in the time that I stream. And 2 weeks ago was 67. Last week was 68. So we all know the goal today. Looks like Rook takes F7. Rook takes F7 looks fantastic. This looks so good. We threaten this. We threaten, you know, discoveries galore. If he takes, there's a fork. If he tries to take and dodge, we have Queen H8. Okay. Okay. So all making sense. Bada bing. Looks very good. So black checks. I mean, it has to be. Assume. King F1. Actually... King H1 is an option. Because king h1, you have to be careful about like here. I'm not sure about king h1 because you have the checks and you also have knight f2 ideas. But here king h1, you can't go knight f2 because we take with check. That's game over. He takes here, then we slide down. Oh, wait, he has 93. Oh, 93. Is a pain. Or is it? Or is it? '93, king f2. And maybe just. Oh, messy. Back, king e2, rook h2. Okay, that's getting too far. We're gonna put a pin in it. So rook takes f7. And rook g3, king f1. Dang, Smurfit, just trying to put the pressure on Miles. No, Smurfit, no. You said 1,000. I don't. Yeah, Blazing Heart. The knight fork, I think's the goal. On the board up. But wait, Aryan, king f3 there. That's so brave. Queen takes h3. Scare the crap out of me. Ooh, but you might be onto something. Maybe why can't we just take on e3 in that line? Because then queen h3, we have rook f3 check. You do not make my decision. Hey, I just live by the rules of written agreements. I just, I try to keep people honest. It's perfect. As such, I expect other people to keep me honest, Like, I'm not anything special. I just think we each gotta be there for each other. Okay, it really feels like rook takes f7. Is there anything else? This doesn't make a lot of sense. There could be an argument, but really logically it doesn't make any more sense than, of course, having the discover check. I mean, this rook's not that much of a problem. Okay. So that's for sure. Now, it's crazy to me that the king h1 wouldn't work. Even if it's king h1, take king g1 back. And then king f1. How much money for him to get to 1,800 in one tournament? 200. Actually, I don't know if he can do that, even if he throws all of his games. Takes could be a good as well, but they get an in-between. No, so bishop, because they still get the in-between move, Blazing Heart, bishop takes, right? Because you take with check, yes, but after rook takes, you're then taking with the rook. You just lose the power of the discovery. Yeah, Radio. That is the player you're thinking about, who, from my understanding, there is a lot of suspicion on from Fabi and Hikaru. And I didn't disagree. He has a floor. Yeah, I don't think 1,800 is gonna happen in one tournament. Okay, wait, no, that's nonsensical. Just really bothered by this king h1. This makes sense. Don't see a refutation. I mean, because the king hits here, and then so many discoveries. Oh, but no. You have to go king f2. Just confusing myself at this point. As it should be. There's cheating probably in some way. It was definitely weird. No, only 2 options. Yeah. There is only one move. Obviously, it's bishop g2. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm just annoyed that I feel like I'm missing something because both moves seem viable. Run away from the... Did you smurf it? Yes, the only option is to run away from the check. Correct. Resign as well. Why would I know I'm in check? No, it's just too complicated. I still don't know. King f1 just feels better. Because a lot of the justification for king h1 being like possible is that we just go back to king f1. And yeah, this confirms my suspicions. Confirms my suspicions that they're both correct. King f1's just more correct. BS. I hate this. Report the puzzle. So Aryan, I have reported puzzles like this before. And the response I got was actually, like, really annoying. It basically was, well, because one answer is clearly better, like, we don't care. Which is just not how puzzles are supposed to work, but whatever. Anyways. Okay, queen f7. Rook takes c2. Am I not just winning? Oh, rook c2, knight e2. Okay, so there is a trick. Goodness, your instinct was wrong. You didn't go to the question. Yeah. I feel the Class B player writes you an email back explaining that you don't understand the puzzle. Basically, you are correct. The funny thing is, I think the person responding to me probably responded first, not realizing that I was a title player from the way he phrased it. And so he wrote this whole like, no, like it's standout. And then like at the very end, it felt like oh. And it was, but maybe I'm wrong for trying to disagree with the GM. I'm like, I was just trying to help, but I'll shut up now. Anyways, that's my rant for the day. Okay, so 92. Probably the 1800 I forfeited to Miles. He was too busy writing emails. Dose, he didn't know he was talking, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, not that I want someone to know my title and respect, you know, me for it, but it was disappointing to feel like, oh, so the only reason you gave it a second thought is because I'm a title player. Like, no matter who's messaging you, if they have valid points and you see that they, you know, they checked it with the engine and there were multiple solutions, like, you should be giving them a time of day. And it just felt like it was kind of like the auto response to, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. And that to me was disappointing. Like, yeah. So Rookie 3 somewhere has some really good logic behind it. Like Queen F7, King H8, just Rookie 3. We hit the bishop and we guard E2, so we're kind of preparing Rook takes C2. Okay, Queen F7, King H8, Rook E3, Knight A2. But then there's an argument to be made about just taking C2, take, and Rook takes E5. Which does look winning. I mean, the pawn up plus a more advanced pass pawn and better piece. And we want to play Queen F7 first just to guard against F4, Bishop F4. I mean, that's making a lot of sense. Kind of funny for a puzzle because it's one of those that I feel like I'm just playing. Like I'm just trying to play good chess. I'm not coming up with a tactic. Guess it's tactical, but Aryan approves. Okay, that's a good sign. Aryan's been cooking today. But we definitely have to guard here. Yeah, doing it through the threat makes sense. Everything pretty logical. I guess one point, just quickly to check, is how bad is Bishop? Maybe it's just that there's something. Actually, Queen F7, there's more to it. Queen F7, King H8, Rook E3, Knight A2. We actually could consider taking, maybe. Taking something with Bishop D4, although I guess he's going to play Knight E2 and promote. Yeah. So just Rook takes. Rook takes, no trick after. Oh, I guess part of it too is Rook E3 right away. Knight A2 could be an option because if take there, then Queen C1, Queen F4. So it's not just about guarding against Bishop F4, but Queen F4 later forking the king and rook. Okay. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. What the is this? What the hell am I looking at right now? And why am I not just going here and trying to promote to a knight? Because that would just make me so happy. That's all I want. I just want to promote to a knight. I know a lot of moves it isn't. So the only way we could actually stop the pawn is Bishop B8. Which kind of makes me feel like we're not... Oh, okay, we could check in Bishop D4. But I feel like we're not trying to stop the pawn. Then, in both those lines, we allow Rook takes F3, and... I don't know. It's not the most clear. And a push, I mean, you could just sack the rook. Leave it there, king c2. Possible. Free rook, go next. Easy. Easy! Oh, Smurfit, you like black? You actually like the side that we're playing? You almost always used to suggest that you like the opposite. Oh my gosh. Oh, is that real? Oh. That's so close. So there's this idea, I'm still trying to make this work, but there's this idea, push, promote to a knight, king here. Our bishop's still on f4. Oh, we didn't move it. Okay, no, but then he goes king c3. If he goes king d2, it works. The idea is we play king d4. We play king d4 and then c3 checkmate is the destructive blow. But he can't go king c3. So check. Sorry. We check. He goes here, check. Here, check. King here, but then king d4, he takes f3. And then we push and we get a second, we get another knight. Yeah, it could go here too. I'm just, yeah, too many arrows. I mean, that's correct. But this can be the challenge. This can be the challenge, right? You know, you find one idea and you really want it to work. I really want it to work. And so you kind of obsess over it, and then you know, you just try so hard. But now, even if the answer to the puzzle is not something with king d4, like, I want to make my own puzzle. That king d4, like, we promote to a knight and then we play king d4 and we win. Can you take on b4 pawn if you throw bishop check? No, because of the pin. Otherwise, that would be a good idea. How many arrows do you use in turns? Arrows should be considered cheating and make it not count. You should be considered cheating to make you not count. No French. Actually, Infinite, I believe, does speak some French. But this is we're English here. English. Okay, we're not English. Technically, we speak English. We're not English. Can't move your knight because it's been puzzle book coming soon. I may on occasion when I find a concept I really like. Yes, change the puzzle a bit. I actually, based off a Fabi game a few weeks back, kind of like came up with this puzzle based on the analysis. That's really nice. That is my name, and you are not me. That is correct, Shattered. So where does that leave us? I'm not actually seeing it with the knight and, you know, the king here, and just killing my fun and, you know, ruining my dreams. It's fine. Used to it by now. I'm a chess player after all. So I was thinking about bishop d4. Should be a continual consideration. I think my concern was just him taking. I guess it continues. Push or no. We take and take. Just maneuver the bishop and move on. Just maneuver your face out of here. Because we're committed. We're trying to lock in. We're clean 65. This has been a fantastic run so far. We're doing the work. We're tacticking. Yeah, that position after rook takes f3 is really... It's difficult to evaluate. Like, I don't think black should be losing. Do I believe black's winning? Not right now. Unless there's more to that line. Can't do it. This one's tricky. It is this bishop d4. Aryan, I can see you're very convinced. So bishop b8 and here rook takes f3 is the big concern. Go for the night honor promotion, hope for the best. I want to, but yeah, I mean it's both are technical considerations. Going for bishop d4 does feel a little bit better, for sure, because the more active. E2, king d2. Does look good for black though. I mean, even just take and king e4. Well, so they can't sack their rook blazing hard, as far as I'm aware, to get this pawn running. Right. Look really good. Six. Yeah, so you're just kind of playing. Just playing a game, basically, saying it's good for black. Alright. I think I'm convinced enough, but as usual, if it's wrong, we ban Arian. This could be it. This could be your final moments. Oh my god! What have you done? What do you have to say for yourself? I trusted you! You talked me out of it! You son of a gun! You suck! Away! Boo! We'll compromise with the timeout. You just play F2, you're just winning. Wait, so how do you refute bishop e5 actually? Rook f5. It did feel like the sauce. But I believed. Huh. Just play rook f5 and you just chill out. Should have trusted. Should have trusted myself. Infinite. I'm gonna time you out too. Come here. What was the answer? It was everything I wanted it to be. I played bishop e5. Okay, so if check, he probably goes this way actually. No, wait, why is this not? So here, here, here. That looks really good. I mean, we're threatening checkmate. Can still happen. Still reach 70. This doesn't make sense, right? You just open it up. So it's here. It's probably a decision between maybe these two moves. First though, d3. Yeah, d3. Wait. Oh no, that doesn't make sense. Three for d3. Last time I listened to someone in chat, we got one wrong, Green Tea. That time out Green Tea if it's wrong. So I was thinking Queen E3 was the finishing move there. I am now thinking though that there's some funny stuff with Queen F4, King B2, Rook B8, King A3 actually. Your take, because if you take the Rook in that position with the King far, far away, Queen E5 wins the Rook back. Blazing Heart, already made a convincing case. That feels nonsensical though. Like, it's hard to imagine that King A4 like really doesn't die. Shadrick, what kind of question is that, my guy? Like, what do you expect the answer to be right now? Because what? Yeah, actually, I don't see it. Well, so I was thinking, no, Rook B8, King A1, Queen E3 is what, because we're threatening checkmate and we're threatening the Rook, which is also checkmate. The checks are covered. Yeah, against, oh yeah, duh, against King A3, Queen F8, even better. Yeah, I was thinking about D3, trying to see if there's a way to refute it, because I haven't seen it with Queen F4. Like, Queen F4 looks winning to me. I definitely need to give maybe more thought to King D1. Yeah, I kind of gave up on the idea of King A3 because I also thought check, take, and D3 there should be winning. Queen A7 ideas, but Queen F4, but yeah, Queen F8 just is easy. Much, much easier. Yeah, mostly at GM's. I don't know about that one. They forced to lose a rook or mate threat. A lot of it's actually mate threats. That's part of why I'm liking it over d3. Because so queen f4, king d1, rook b1. Like we're threatening checkmate, check and queen e3. So it's not just about the rook. d3. I mean, most of the like very serious threats would just be queen f4 after d3. Queen a1, king d2 take. It's actually even questionably a threat. Actually, technically, I mean, taking the rook like that, I don't think is, because queen e5, check, you go back, queen e6, like you're just in repetition, or you have to give the rook back. Queen e6, rook f7, queen e8, king h8, queen e5, king h7, queen e7, yeah. So I'm leaning towards queen f4 because it's more threatening. But with that said, it's just d3 is really messy because there are a lot of checks. Yeah, d1 or p8. Okay, so let's. I'm going back to. Let's actually think about this. How does he even guard here? Queen e6? Kind of the only move. I guess, wait, queen g5? G5 there. Is a move. Technically, but it's a defined move. If you're wrong to make it church. No. That's too valuable. But, you know, queen g5, check. King here, check. If he goes here, we just win with queen e3, take, and then we take the rook. If he goes here, then we win by taking. He can't overgo to the g file because we take g1, so he goes here, check. If he goes down, we check, and then winning. Ah! d3 is right, bad placing. d3 is wrong, bad placing. First instinct was d3 and your second is f4. More convinced by f4, but then doubted back to d3. Okay, so just one more. I think it's only one more move to check queen e6, because that's the only other way to guard against rook b1, queen e3. So if it's a move, like, it has to be... But queen e6, like, you could just take the rook. Like, we don't have to checkmate. Our king's actually fairly safe with the queen on f4, king here, because squares are covered. Yeah. So queen g5 is really the only serious idea, but that does seem to be winning after check, king e2 here. Check again. Okay. Boom, boom. Check. d3, yeah, so that's part of d3 opens up queen a1. But it doesn't feel as threatening. Because it's kind of trying to win the rook, where queen f4 is trying to checkmate the king. I'm feeling good. Oh, come on! Freaking chat. This is why I don't listen to you guys. You guys trying to lead me astray. Sorry, it was d3 was wrong. Infinite says we have to ban blazing. I can't 100% say what the move is against d3. Okay, queen g5 here holds it. Actually, the only move to hold it too. Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. And yes, I assume queen e3 is just it's too good. All right, let's do a Title Tuesday check. Oh, Fabi from a scary first round into to board 1. Currently on the better side, I guess, because his rook's more active. Okay, some other players on 6.5. Portnick lost to Jeffrey. Actually, quite a few players on 6.5. 5 players on 6.5. Whoa, and Bogdan flags after getting his bishop trapped. So Fabi on 7.5. Salem trying to, I mean, winning position and huge time advantage. No worries, Blazing. No worries. And just doing a quick check. Salem does get the win. Jeffrey. Okay, this should be winning. Portnick. He did not. He did not. No, he didn't. What up? No freaking way. Oh my gosh, dude. His opponent probably put a hole through a wall. No way. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Oh. That's crazy. Blazing Heart, you did. You packed it up a little bit. That's just gross. I can't believe he somehow was able to draw this position. Like, if you showed me this position and you say, yeah, this ends in a draw. I mean, White has plenty of time to. Freaking Bordnick, man. Okay, 8 games, so they're on break. Should be a fun final few rounds. Yeah, that still means gross. It wasn't even like his opponent just won a rook, like, just barely, and then, no, he was winning for a long time. Who's the tougher opponent, Donnie or Bortnick? I think Bortnick's been tougher for me lately. I don't know. I mean, Danya is very strong, and I have no illusion to the fact that Danya's better than me. But I don't know, maybe I've just gotten more used to playing Danya, so like it just feels more comfortable to play against him. Danya Donnie would say Bortnick. Bortnick's a beast, man. So I'm thinking Queen F4 here. Queen F4, cover the squares, hit the bishop with the intent of take, and then here. Donnie would say Bortnick. Rating-wise, I mean, at least over the board, Bortnick is actually, I think at this point, like 50 points higher, which is pretty wild. Donnie has lost 16 of his 27 FIDE Blitz games to Bortnick. 1 and 2 has never beaten him. Wait, what do you mean 1 and 2 has never beaten him? Like Donnie has never beaten Bortnick in a rated Blitz game? FIDE Blitz game? Is that real? Wait, what? What? Okay, wait. Nothing else matters for a second. Nailed it. Dun. Stats. Just having fun. It will still be unbelievable every time to me. It doesn't matter how many times you tell me. That's crazy. Bortnick's insane, man. That's crazy. Has a plus 12 against Danya and over the board blitz. It's freaking ridiculous. That's crazy. I mean, that's just downright impressive. Because Danya is no slouch. Yeah, Danya not getting the white pieces against him. He's too old. Like Carl's saying, too old. Yeah, if bishop e7, then the idea is knight b5, knight c5. Yeah, that was the other reason. So I was thinking queen f4 instead of queen e4 to cover the squares, but also hit here. I think Donnie said something about this last night. He said that there's a reason Bortnick is 2770 blitz. Said Donnie is 2700 blitz too, but I just farm low rated players. No, Donnie is still very good. I mean, obviously he proved it in the World Blitz, but yeah, Bortnick, especially with the increment, like I think there's a reason Danya might reach a higher rating than Bortnick online. And it's because like you're typically playing 3-0. But and I kind of experienced this. So I played Bortnick at a brewery 3-0. I think we played about 10 games over the board. I got, I want to say like 3.5 out of 10. Overall, a score I'm very happy with against Bortnick. But the caveat to it is the 3 games I beat Bortnick, I didn't actually checkmate him. I flagged him. Even the games where I got like a very good position, he would take the time and he would always find a defense. Like it was actually ridiculous. He found some of the most incredible defenses. Now without increment, it just then gives me the opportunity to flag him, but like he is insanely resourceful. So why not castle? I like castle. Well, castling could be. I mean, I guess that's another consideration, but what if he just drops back and you're trying to jump in? Winning? Or even take, and then check, queen g5. I mean, it looks better for white still, but is it crushing? I don't think so. You kind of lose out on the whole idea of going after G7. I'm actually feeling very good about Queen F4. It looks so strong. And you even add to the idea, after Queen F4, if he plays like something like C5, which feels ridiculous, then castling queenside makes a lot more sense. Bishop A3 actually doesn't work there, because take, King B1. Well, I guess he could go for repetition, actually, in that sense. Maybe, although I'd have concerns about... maybe. No, because Queen G3 doesn't threaten the bishop, which is kind of the primary goal. I mean, Queen G3, he could just play like G6 maybe. Or Knight D7 actually is probably better. Give up the pawn and then castle queenside. Actually, just castle queenside right away. Calculating bishop C4, which is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. I'm pretty sure it's Queen F4. I don't... It's just very straightforward. Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah. Okay. 67. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. We still have some time. Let's do a quick title Tuesday. Jump in. Wait, let's take this position and what are we thinking? Okay, some interesting ideas. Fabi versus Andreakin. Wait. Those are some really funny pairings. Because Fabi already played Leon. And Leon... It's weird. There are 3 people on 7.5 and someone on 7. And one of the 7.5 players skips to a 6.5. And like the 7 just doesn't exist. Fabi's game could be really exciting. This game's super boring. Sorry, but it's not it. And this game, I mean, this game could be exciting. Right now, you know, it's kind of so-so. But this game, I'm believing. Sag Knight, probably. I hope so. Can't even think anymore. I know if I play, I'll fall to 2000. The only thing I can do is analyze. Become the best analyzer of all time. Right now, right here. Ooh. Little fried liver. Here. Why would Fabi win? I don't know, because he likes it? Bortnick. I almost want to text Bortnick and tell him he's disgusting for that stalemate. You're Averbach or something? Yeah, why not? I mean, you can be a good player too, but... Force him to use Proctor, probably will not play, he said. Yeah, no, if Fabi carries enough weight, they probably wouldn't force him to do Proctor. Unless they actually do like a full-blown rollout. Who is the best analyzer right now? I feel like in to a certain extent, the art has been lost. Because computers exist. Wait, why is this bad? Valuation plummets. Knight C6? Knight C6. What? Wow. Knight C6, just sneak out of it. Puzzles are going very well, Dr. Ememe. One wrong, which I blame Aryan for, but I should take responsibility. Guessing probably Chucky. The guy still analyzes without an engine extensively. Yeah, some of those older players definitely. I mean, you have to imagine they're beastly. Everyone who plays chess are bots compared to humans. Computers are in chess, but before computers, humans are in chess. There's always been some messy stuff. I have to get to 73 to get to the top of your friend leaderboard. But Dr. Emi, my peak is 77. Does it not show that? Now I'm upset. I just want to see. Yeah. Okay, we'll keep going. Bobby's gonna win. Bogdan's gonna win. Jeffrey probably loses. I don't know. This looks easier to play for white. Wait, Bortnick's losing? Nah, he's fine. He'll win. If it's not +6, he'll win this. It's fine. Mole, how's it going? Okay. Wait, knight takes e3 is not. Wait, is it just knight takes e3? Actually, Smurfit, glad you could stop in. Make sure to take care of yourself. No, so knight takes e3 is making a lot of sense. Because if pawn takes, bishop takes, knight takes, wait, no. If pawn takes, we take e4. And then that's problem. Poor Smurfit. Have to catch the rare Smurfit stream. The once in a blue moon. God, 71 is a peak. That is weird. Well, now I'm curious if it shows in my stats. On puzzles. No, I think it shows. So survival. Although maybe it doesn't. Smurfit, I did miss the raid, unfortunately. Because 77, I got a clean run of. I didn't actually fully finish it. And maybe the one time I did finish 77 was on the previous account. Knight h6 after bishop e4. Is it he flagged? No, he flagged his. No way! This human. He got a nasty stalemate last game. His opponent flags this game. Wait, how do you flag this? Oh, he must have pre-moved like a king move. And then he hits him with something completely different. Jeffrey did lose. Fabi did win. We kind of called it. Okay, so take knight h6. Wait, why can't I just take though? That looks pretty nice. There's a 1 second increment, but it's still very easy to flag. Kind of brutal like that. I guess knight f4 could also be considered. Maybe we want to leave white with... No, that doesn't make sense. That's ridiculous. that's crazy, right? Is it? Maybe not. Knight f6, that's true, is also a consideration. Then go for this, but no, knight f6, then I think he does take material count. We have actually not down that much. Oh, there's too many moves. There's too many knight moves. Why are there so many knight moves? It's ridiculous. '94 F3. Wait, you mean knight F4? Nothing wrong. I can't. I gotta buckle down. I'm jumping. Okay, so let's start with knight F4. Yeah, knight E2, huge threat. Taking, huge threat. He can't play F3 because queen G2 is checkmate. So, I think he has to... I mean, there's some knight checks, but I'd probably take. After taking, take... retake. That looks just winning. That's the thing. If we win two pieces here, then we're just up material. Like, that's the thing about knight takes e3 as well. That line with knight h6. Like, if he plays knight h6, we're up material and we have an attack. You know, maybe white can avoid getting checkmated, but it almost feels like there has to be an idea for white that's being missed. Like some form of counterplay, some form of defense that's just being undervalued. And maybe... any tips on analyzing without an engine that you might have? I mean, the biggest thing that I would say is practice it. I mean, seems obvious, but really spending time, like getting good at analyzing, goes a long way. You should at some point learn from the engine, but yeah, really practicing game analysis. And the other thing I would say a lot of people struggle with is when things are obvious or it's kind of their own thoughts, they don't write it down. Writing things down, I think, adds a lot because you just clarify your thinking and kind of hold yourself accountable to what you're thinking and what you're analyzing. When you can actually like put it into words and such, I think that goes a long way. Double Jared just to throw in another knight move, knight c3. Every knight move can't win. We gotta disprove at least one of them. Knight takes e3, c4. See, c4 is the kind of move that I'm talking about, that we could be missing. c4 I'm liking. c4. Now that's against knight e3. That doesn't change anything with knight f4 or knight c3 or knight f6, but I like the direction. It could be something with bishop takes b7. So let's go knight f6. Jeez, Steve, what are you looking at? Why are you watching old 2015 US Championship stuff? What the heck, man? Ask your YouTube recommendations. That's crazy. I'm slightly hitting my energy wall. been a long day. I'm feeling it. This team's not wrong. Yeah. I do look like a child. We'll keep it. Knight c3 is good. Good. There's a good argument to be made. So most threatening. Okay, so knight f6. My concern was actually something to do with bishop takes b7. Bishop takes b7. Knight g4. Knight h6. Queen takes h6. King g7. Queen check and I run. That's the defense, I believe. Yeah, knight h6. Further, I think we're on the same page. I'm agreeing. Okay, so that leaves knight f4 and knight c3 because knight e2 is a more serious threat. Maybe no. But knight h6. Wait, knight h6. Is that a concern anywhere? This same idea? Is it a concern? Because that's part of the benefit of knight c3. Knight c3, knight h6, we can just take. Because we're hitting the queen, so if he takes, we take. But knight f4, knight h6, if we take, then then he can take here. Right? Because knight e2 by itself is not a strong enough threat to keep him from taking b7. So knight f4, knight h6, king f8. I'm losing it. Losing my train of thought. I had a thought. It was good. Then maybe he can take somehow. And life makes sense. Take. Can't play f3 though. You especially can't play f3 because the knight's been distracted. There's so many options. I guess knight g4 is still potential after knight takes e3, c4. So the only thing I'm not liking is knight f6. This whole knight h6 idea, I'm kind of on board for. I'm saying it refutes it. Knight f4, knight f4, knight f4. I'm liking knight c3 better. It feels more forcing. Wait, what's wrong with just f3? What's actually wrong with f3? No, duh. We've already been down. The queen g2. Ah! That's right, queen g2. That's funny because now that I think about it, all type of player was the one that suggested f3, and I suggested queen g2. And you know, the whole checkmate thing, and now we've gone over so many lines that I'm kind of losing it a bit, and I'm just recommending stuff that I absolutely knew was wrong. Okay. What if knight c3 is what we have to review? What if I'm wrong? What if it's reversed? And the reason we can't review knight f4 is because it's correct. Because knight c3, then wait, f3 could be a move. Can we sack the queen? Is there a world where we like absolute psychopaths sacrifice the queen? I don't know. Why would you sack the queen? Because I'm trying not to get checkmated. Oh yeah, I meant sack the white queen, yeah. So knight takes e4. Try not taking the queen. Yeah, that does have some sense in it. How crazy is the... Okay, knight c3. No, never mind. Fine, forget it. Terrible idea. Terrible, terrible. It's so bad. I think I'm more convinced of knight c3. I kind of just want to go for it. All in all, it just feels... Wait, okay. Let's actually pause for a second on this f3. Just let's make sure on this one, because that is the one move that for sure is not possible or not any good against knight f4. So Further was saying knight takes e4. Is that fully the end of the world? Take and take. And that's a huge threat. I know it's a hanging queen mole, but we're trying not to hang the king. See, I don't even know which one to play, though, between knight f4 and knight c3. Like, I would lean towards knight c3 because we hit the queen, so it feels more forcing. But this almost feels more forcing to me because, I mean, of the mate threats. Like, you have to guard this. So it makes sense you would take, but then after taking, again, you have to guard these. You go there, I take, and that looks completely winning for black. Can you just, well, no, Further, yeah, 92. 92 is actually part of the holdup. But knight c3, like, there is, like, queen e1 ideas. There is f3. It all looks losing. Knight f4, knight h... Well, knight f4, knight h6, I don't think we take. I think we play king f8. He can't take the knight anymore. That way, at least. And if he takes, he can't push the pawn anymore, because bishop takes e3 is a huge problem. We didn't consider night before, please. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Check true pocket. I lean towards knight f4. I'm gonna hate myself if it's wrong. Let's take a quick Title Tuesday breather. Who's in first? Salem and Fabi and Jeffrey on 8.5. Okay, so this big game. Salem, oh, weird position. Maybe one of the Title Tuesday players to have it on their board. That would be the dream, right? Just let them teach us. Yeah, I'm gonna hibernate a little bit. So Title Tuesday will be on the screen, but I'm gonna be thinking about that. Oh my gosh, wait. Oh, shut up. I'm thinking. Queen D1 with knight, but knight H6, I'm not taking it. Like, knight H6 exists, but I'm just gonna ignore it. I think in just about every situation. Wrong order. So you're saying... That's interesting, actually. Queen G4. Nothing. Take, and then Queen G4. So that's why Knight C3. I think should save some. And pick. Oh, we only have like 30 minutes left, so it's fine. What's the point in saving energy if the reason for energy is to get puzzles right? And we're gonna intentionally get one wrong to save energy. Whoa, Fabi, very interesting. He flagged! Fabi flagged! No way! Wait, that's gonna potentially, that's a huge result. Fabi flags in a drawn position. Okay, I mean, tricky. Not just a simple draw, but wow. All right, I mean, this Queen D1 seems like a good suggestion. I think that's enough. Oh man, what a nightmare of a puzzle. Queen D1 only move. Yeah. Yeah, Steve, it's very nice. Yeah, here this knight. Oh no, Bishop D5 I do in this case. Yeah, Bishop D5. Still winning. I mean, it does look very promising. Here, yeah. Here, okay, Knight H6 was correct. Knight G4, King G2. This we did. Your best chess accomplishment. Something like that. Wait, this is weird. No. Not this puzzle. This is... I've seen a puzzle very similar to this. But it was almost like it was a few moves down the road. Okay, why is this not just King H8? No, so Knight takes H7, check. And we open that up. What was the answer? It was Knight C3. Because, I still had the analysis pulled up. Because after Knight F4, Queen D1, Queen G4. Still debatably winning, but Knight C3 is clearly better. Ugh. Do I think it's worth it to play World Youth? I mean, that's tough to say. For me, it definitely was. Why not King F7? Why not King H7? I can play this game too. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about Queen D3 if we go King F7. Looks very scary. Very scary. Is there a similar... I'm awesome for putting the answer in all caps as soon as I... So Steven, see, I'm torn on World Youth because there's a part of me that wants to say no, but it was a big deal. Now obviously, like I'm better known for having won the World Youth under 14, but the under 12 was arguably more significant for me because under 12 I took second, and that was the biggest catalyst for me becoming a part of like this Kasparov program, where I mean, great sponsorship and made a huge difference. So World Youth, I mean, World Youth in a sense is really for capturing people's attention. If you can perform well there, it stands out and could open the door for opportunities. But that's also part of what makes it difficult, is like it is in a sense that like that's the goal, is to perform well there and, you know, have it lead to greater opportunities down the road. Alex, how's it going? Okay, I'm really liking King H8. I just don't know what the trick is. Like, what's White gonna play? You think you have a 1% chance of winning, let alone gaining rating, but never played one before? So kind of curious. It's brutal, man. Like those tournaments are high pressure nightmare. Nightmares. Um Not my favorite events to play by any means. But overall the experience of like being in those competitions, there's some value there too. Don't hate King takes it. Now you do. Alex, you're hot. There you go. Take. Oh, just straightforward. You take on F8. No, because I have knight takes H7, right? King H8, you take, but then I throw in take here, so I hit this bishop as well. Outside temperature is brutal. Kind of going through it. Does Bortnick accept your game request? I don't think Bortnick plays a lot outside of events nowadays. So wait, knight takes. What are you saying? You're saying you just win so much material? That doesn't take here, take. I don't know. Oh. He's changing his mind. Yeah. Actually, I mean that's not completely insane. Take. But is it winning? I mean, 2 pieces and a rook or a queen? It's just this. You have to try rook f7. You don't have to try anything. With king takes, you have to watch out for queen check. Played a computer and it sacked. I thought you were winning, but it said zeros and I lost. Damn. Dude, almost feels like there should be a trick. Oh, nope. Wait, nope. Maybe. Actually, how crazy is queen a4 after king h8? How crazy is queen a4? I'm almost like getting on board with knight takes h7. But king h8, queen a4, let's say we just move. Queen b2. Then he drops the bishop back, bishop d3. Now our rook's hanging, and he's trying to check, but the check's not that big of a deal. Our knight covers. So he moves the rook. Removes the bishop. Bishop h2. Bishop h2 does exist. It's kind of funny. The the puzzles, they're almost more challenging just because there are more good options. Just I mean, it makes sense, but it's such a funny concept. That having a worse position would almost make this easier. do I take here? That's a pretty good material count. %25% to guess the first move right. That's correct, yeah. This is it, by the way. This will be in this stream session the highest I've ever hit in just like one session. And I've been streaming for a shorter time than I often have on Tuesdays. T-Shop on YouTube, how's it going? It's been a good solving day. I don't see much wrong. See, the problem is for me right now is I can't decide between this and this. I've been spending a lot of time on King H8, so maybe let's think more about knight takes H7. So take here. Oh wait, if I take and check knight f8, take, what keeps me from repetition? Or at least the king has to run out somewhere. So you would have to, after rook f7, so I check. Hey, Bortnick Bortnick, thank you so much for the raid. Raiders, welcome in. Bortnick, if you're there, dude, you're freaking disgusting, dude. I saw that game you got that stalemate. That was crazy. I cannot believe that happened. I can't believe you got away with that position. That was ridiculous. Easy. Yeah, like 2 rooks down, what? 2 rooks for a knight, and somehow with 0 compensation, draw. Wait, so does this mean you're back from Saudi Arabia? How was the trip overall? I saw how you did, and you just had a bad day, but how was the trip? Morning solve puzzle. Yeah, yesterday. Well, welcome back. Glad the travels at least were safe. Yeah, I'm not liking knight h7 because of this, all these checks. Here. Check here. Yes, I will see you tomorrow for elite class. I think I'm gonna play King H8. I'm feeling better about King H8. It feels closer to the right answer. I also am a bit tired and just want a different puzzle. So, Dr. E-Meme, what does it have to be? What does it have to be? No way. It's king takes 8. That wasn't one of the options. Oh, you just take and move the bishop. And it's another black is better, but not winning. Oh, duh, check bishop f5 and g6. That's actually not that difficult. That's actually not that... just pro player, thank you for the follow. Okay, it's fine. The goal today was 69. And we are still right there. We still can do it. Told you take the bishop, Santo, you were right. Why is this not a7? Where's the trick? It's gonna be something like a7 and then d3, and the trick is to figure out where you want to put the king. How about we fail and do 69 with a clean sheet? Get out of here. I don't got the time or the patience. Okay, wait. So d3, like logically, the move should be king d1. Santo, what's the bad news? d3, king d1. You have just seen the puzzle. Wait, like you've seen this puzzle before? All I know is we had the moves narrowed down from 4 to 3, so... I did. Not proud of it. Mistakes were had. Yes, like a week ago. Okay. So Santo, don't say. We gotta lock in. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Challenger Duke, how's it going? So a7, d3, king d1, I think is incorrect. Because... Wait, brain, come back to me. Come back to me, brain. Okay, maybe it's not completely... It's not like completely over. There's some idea where the rook comes to d8. So a7, d3, king d1, c2. Of course, if we go here, e3 check is annoying. Here, and then e2. But if we go king c1, then rook d8 with d2 as an idea. So a7, d3, I would then lean towards king e1, but how is that different? Because d2, well, he also can just play c2. Wait a second. Oh, a7, d3, king d1, c2, king c1, rook d8. That doesn't make any sense. You can just take with the king. Never mind. Scratch it. Scratch. Try again. Don't ignore me. Leave me alone. Ah. Well, no, but rook d8, rook f8. Then he checks. Yeah. So we check first. What does the check do? We check. this point, any idea is a good idea. C2, king d2. By pushing pawn, black would be waiting. Rook takes g7, rook g1. So you're saying he also could just go here, which is a fair point. Which is a fair point. But, I mean, if you can push pawns, why not push pawns? I mean, if you're just breaking through. The hat is neat. Thanks. This is Tony's hat, actually. He has no idea where he got it, but I'm wearing it right now. Is there a word? Wait, why can't we just go king f2? Why do we need to defend against his pawns? Why can't we just go a7, d3, king f2? Screw you pushing your pawns. I'm going to play rook f8 and get a queen with check. And then say somewhere I'm checkmating you. So he plays e3. E3 is a little annoying, actually. So, but he plays e3, then we take. If he goes c2, king d2, and we hold. If he goes d2, I actually don't know, because king e2, he has rook e8. Wait, okay, so a7, d3, king f2, e3. If we change the move order and play king d1 first. Yeah, I would think just d3. I don't know what that actually changes. E3 is just trying to get the king here so that you're right, all type of player. D2, we just still play rook f8. Yeah, that makes sense. Rook f6, g6. I worry about these pawns though, because the king by itself does not stop these pawns. A king by itself can stop 3 pawns, but these ones are too far advanced. D1 knight, the last check. Don't think it's good enough though. King just moves. I don't know if I've seen this. Oh, Santo, you're saying you saw the last one. I think it's a7, king f2. I think is the trick. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's the trick. Yeah, king can stop 3 pawns. The basic structure you're looking for is like 3 pawns like this, king here, and whichever pawn is pushed, the king matches it. Santo, I thought you were talking about this position that you saw. Oh, you meant the last one. Okay, yeah, I absolutely meant that. I missed that one. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go for it. I'm nervous. Whoa! 69! New score in this period of time. King F2. That one's good, actually. I don't know when I'll use this puzzle, but I'll take a photo of this one too. At some point. That's a good one. I like that one. Why didn't it go E3? No, because, yeah, so, E3 we just take. And C7, King D2. Rook E8, you can still go Rook F8. He checks, we take, he queens, we win. Yeah, E3 we just keep doing the same idea. What were the two I got wrong? So I got this one wrong. I got talked into going for Bishop E5, Bishop D5. And just undervalued this idea of getting the knight. And then yeah, I don't even need to talk about the other one. It was just that one was dumb. That one was dumb. It was dumb on my part. We did dumb things. We played a stupid game. We won a stupid prize. This one feels a lot simpler, but I have a sense like knight takes. Like line showed, but ended after rook e8. Why he didn't play e3? What do you mean? He did. No, first c2. Oh, just king f3. All type of player. Like if you play e3 check there, I just play king f2. Or sorry, king f3. What was that? I know, and choke confirmed. I know. What's wrong with this? So I assume h5. It's a must, right? Actually, it's not a must. Queen d7. Somewhere feels like that's going to be relevant. Okay, but h5. Then I guess, yeah, knight takes e6. Knight takes e6 could be a move there, actually. You win the queen. All type of players trying to sack queen. Okay, so here h5, knight takes. Oh, is that why queen d7? Queen d7 threatens the mate. Which means no taking h7, and it guards e6. g4. But g4 suddenly has options. Like it's getting into a... Maybe it doesn't have options. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. G4 feels too slow to me. Like you play G4, maybe even just rook E8 to go queen E7. So rook H3, H5, G4, rook E8, you take queen E7. You take, I take. Oh no, then you're forking me it. Oh, so maybe it would have to be rook A7. Rook A7 to go queen E7. Ever play chess games with the audience? Yeah, we do arenas. I accept your challenges sometimes, mainly Thursdays. So the idea of rook h3, h5, knight takes is take, queen takes, king, like he has to block, and then we check, and we just win the queen. If he goes here, we check. If he goes here, we check. So he has to block with the queen, but then we can check and pin. And that should be winning. That's why I think after rook h3, the move might be queen d7. Because you have to guard against knight takes e6. Well, I'll type a player. So your idea with sacking the queen doesn't work. Like I don't know what you're hoping for, but knight f6, like you're actually not threatening anything. Check, king g7, check, king f8, check, king e7. It is so close. It is so close. We have about 10 minutes left, by the way. 10 minutes to solve this one. So, rook h3, queen d7. I was leaning towards g4. Like, if h5 is going to be the defense, it makes sense to play g4. Seen a GM do that to me? I mean, it sounds about right. What do you do after g4 there? Is there any difference? h5, we take. Gives him a move. It still seems too slow. We could still sack the queen, actually. No, because the f7 is going to be a problem. I was thinking queen d1, take, bishop f1, then take the rook, but I mean, you're still getting mated through queen f7. Not sure on the h7 sack follow-up, knight would go back to g5. A plunger goat in play, there you go. No, because I don't know. I'm not a believer of g4 after h5. I'm a believer of knight e6. That's why I think after rook h3, or why rook f1 to me maybe doesn't make sense, because rook h3, queen d7, rook f1, then h5. And g4 now, like, I think you're in trouble. Or at least it feels like you're in trouble. So the key is rook h3, queen d7, now g4. Yeah. h5, yeah, knight takes e6. Yeah, Jared. That has been discussed. I mean, I'm just not convinced of knight takes, so I think it's got to be rook h3. Okay, now I think knight takes e6. Well, let's double check. Knight takes e6. So it's just evaluating. So the evaluation is a little bit tricky. Knight takes, take, check. Has to block. I think should block again. Check. King here. Pin. King's just so open. Okay.
We're all effed.
Why are we effed?
Because the aliens are going to be here in November.
Aliens?
Apparently. Harvard professor found a mothership that should be here by November, he says.
Dang.
And it shows all the stuff. And I'm like, of course, 2025. Checked out.
It is time. Zabby, how's it going? Yeah.
Chat, anyone know what I'm talking about? Anyone else seen it?
Oh. Yeah, knight takes e6. To be honest, Santo, I didn't see the defense for the g4. It just, I mean, I was leaning towards this rook a7, but it just feels slow. Oh, okay, rook a7 actually is correct. Yeah, and queen e7. Yeah, a bit messy. And if queen d7, yeah, g4. Rook e1 also wins though. Rook e1 would be a tough move to play. But I guess it makes sense. Just simply defend. Wait, interesting now. So it's saying that g4 now does win. You're going to play it a lot more patiently with knight e4. That's too much. That's too much. We're not gonna think about it. Wait a second. I feel like I've seen this puzzle. I don't remember it though. Actually, maybe I do. I want to say the decision was between moving the queen somewhere, like just queen takes piece. Or sorry, like bishop d5. Actually, I think it's coming back to me. I think it's here, take, here, take, and the key is after king g7, queen e7, you have this move queen h4, and then you're trying to take here.
Do it though, Shrek.
Okay, we ban Tony if it's not.
Whoa!
Wait,
chill. For the record, I'm not banned. We got halfway. The pass pawn's a little scary though.
It is a little scary. But there's not really any reason we wouldn't take the queen, right?
Well, you have a free move, kind of.
What, to then take the queen next move?
Yeah, but on your terms. Like, is queen d8 absurd?
Yes, absolutely.
Why?
I don't know. Just feels absurd.
Why? I want to take on my terms here. I want to be on light squares.
But I want to take the free pawn.
Okay, and there's no d2 because of queen d5. God, that's scary, but okay.
So my concern after queen d8 would be knight takes. This is Tony. This is the other chess shark. Challenger.
Hi, Challenger. Yeah, maybe so. All right.
Tony.
Ah!
You're in the dinner?
I told you. Was it queen d8?
What is happening?
Queen
C8.
c8.
Queen c8. I told you taking on our terms is there's something to it.
Wait, are we doing puzzles?
No, we just finished. But this is 70s, my new score in this 3.5 hours.
Nice.
Really hard though.
Not the worst.
No, he's a guppy. He's not a shark.
Oh, no, I'm not a shark. I enjoy some of the perks, but none of the work.
No perks.
He's definitely on no work.
You're done being perky.
Please don't say that. I don't ever want to hear perky from you. I'm sorry.
I highly suggest you guys get wings
Wings? Why?
because it is National Wing Day.
What
And there's some
the
killer-
hell is National Wing
What
Day?
do you, dude? It's really user break. Come on.
I mean, I know, but who invented that and why are we abiding by it?
The U.S.
No, this is just a random stuff that you're making up.
I didn't make it up. It's a thing.
It sounds like it. I declare tomorrow National Chinese Noodles Day.
Oh my god, you don't understand.
I don't understand, no.
But tacos sound really good.
I mean, is there a
National
taco
Wing
place
Day
nearby?
is today, July 29th.
We just had wings yesterday.
All I'm saying is there's a ton of places with crazy good deals on wings because it is National Wing Day.
Like DD Packers?
No, not like DD Peck. What? No, like Wingstop. Buffalo
Oh,
Wild Wings.
No.
Like actual wing places.
no. DD Packer is a wing place.
You know what? They might even have a deal because they know it's National Wing Day. It's a thing.
But what if I don't want their wings?
Yeah, exactly.
DD Peckers?
Alright, Chinese place.
They're not good.
The Chinese place.
Yeah, why are you telling us to go a place that you don't like?
No, not DD Peckers. I love wings.
Okay, what place should we go to?
Oh, yeah, B-dubs for sure. Even Wingstop.
Oh, yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I have that birthday gift from you.
Hey,
I
Test
should
Lover,
use
how's
it.
it going?
See, you go to Wingstop.
I should use it.
Well, everyone, thanks so much for being here. We're finishing and
Alright. Let me go
B-Dub's wings aren't even that good.
What?
What?
B-dub wings?
Not
Peter
even.
wings is not that good, no?
Oh, I love them.
They're okay.
They're one and only.
We will be back tonight. Carlos, you just came in at the wrong time. Just finishing.
Just run
Yeah,
a couple crab champion
We
rounds.
had a 70 puzzle today, so not too bad. Yeah, we'll be back later though, so hope to catch you back. Everyone, go show Moon some absolute appreciation. She was saying hello in chat earlier. Gonna send you over there, and you guys take care.